Good afternoon, I'm Mutker Call at Dad's old shop, and I'm mostly here to test out a new microphone that I have. I finally got a wireless one, so I'm not shackled and constantly putting it down. It's more proof of concept. I expect to get a better one later, but this is just me testing a wireless lab mic to see if it's something that I enjoy using. So, I figure I probably have about an hour or so. So I'm going to work on this. Some serendipitous happenings happened where yeah, a huge shadow. Part of me is just figuring out what matters. Yeah, I mean, it reduced the shadow, I guess. Um, this was stuck on thoroughly last time, and now it is not. So, it was not even. As you can see, it's getting close. It's not down there, mostly because of a bit of a lip here. So that's pretty good. So, we're just going to twist that off. And just get to filing. File away. And just gonna be one of those iterative things. We file a little bit, we see a little bit. Yeah, like pretty even all around, but it does need to be lowered. It's mostly on these high points from the chiseling. We initially made the shape. Go around the horn just a little bit. I wonder what working with horn would be like. Maybe just find some random deer lanterns, maybe I'll give it a shot. I hear it smells bad. And I can imagine watching people working on bone, like making bone spoons, like how they used to. And that seemed like a very stinky process. Alrighty, and let's see. I'm above the light source. That's part of it too. So I just don't have really great light sources. I mean, oh my god, I can walk. My biggest weakness, just absolutely shattered. I can walk around to fix something without it being a huge pain in the butt. Alright, well, everything's still above the level. Let me raise this. This is scuff stream anyway. I didn't even announce that I was streaming, then I didn't bother announcing when I was streaming. I was like, yeah, I'll just do it eventually. Cool. So as you can see through all the shadow, I'm also moving way too quick. A little bit of a divot there, so I gotta go and I'm just kind of figuring out where the high spot is. I think it's here. Not 100% even, which is fine. We're not looking for perfection. We're not gonna get perfection. But good enough and done. Perfection is amazing. Good enough and done is, you know, like your stepdad, right? Like it's there. So around the same. This spot's high. I'm just trying to get into that corner there without weakening it too much and just kind of going down and flat. You know, just be an iterative process, a little bit slow. And once again, this side's still high. So since that side is consistently high, I'm just gonna take a little extra of that. Where I put it in, it would twist. Alright, now these sides are high. The sides that you can still see the cut marks on makes sense. It just means it's been less done to level them. Well, let me close my PC door here a little bit. We're getting close. Probably gonna have to do the whole thing twice or so, but start here. it's such a small thing. It's like I'm just tempted just to file the top of it and just cheat. I could file the top of it, just cheat. And part of the ferrule I think is kind of beat up anyway. Mostly my fault. I don't think it'll make it better though. We'll see here. I think I cut into it at some point with something by accident. Popping that down more wouldn't exactly help. Like, metal is soft enough that you could just file. There's a relatively close overlap between some of the hardest woods that you work with and some of the softest metals that you work with. So like, a lot of stuff like aluminum, you can kind of use woodworking tools. Usually not hand ones, electric ones. Now, what about this? I put some metal shavings everywhere. Yay, metal shavings. This makes a burr that I now have to clean up. But I'm just going until until I start seeing it making scratches on the wood. Let me bring you down a little bit. I feel like that might help too. Cool. See that little wire that came off? Not how you actually make wire, by the way. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to rinse my hand. There's no way I'm brushing this off without jamming a bunch of metal shavings into my hand. Making it itchy for the next 2 weeks. Looks like every time I update OBS, my Yeti breaks a little bit. Alright. Now I'm just gonna take the file, run it along the outside here, just to slap that burr that formed from filing, so I don't rip open my hand. They make tools for this. I don't own them. They're like manual. They're pretty cheap. I could buy one if I wanted. I'm sure Harbor Freight has a bunch of them called deburrs. Kind of sounds silly. Deburr. Sometimes people just call them deburr tools or deburr. Deburr is kind of like breasts, like where you just like make an extra duplicate sound, and it kind of sounds silly. I'll probably take nicer sandpaper to that later on. All right. Let me blow that into the air, get it in my eyes, and let me just rinse my hand here. Oh man, I still have the mic on. It's awesome. You do have to remember to take it off if I make a potty break, don't I? Ugh. Different problems, right? Small problem. This is so much more convenient. I feel like I could have avoided some very minor accidents had I just been able to walk away without thinking I had to take off and put something back on. Ooh. Ooh, PCs are on the morn. Ooh. That's alright, it's in a cabinet. It's gonna run warm. Alright, so we have this basically down to where we want it. So the next step is found that center point. Next step is to drill a hole. I don't think I even have it perfect, which is annoying. That's the other problem, I don't know how to get it perfect. Most things are close enough is probably fine, right? It's a chisel, not a, what do you call that? It's not like it's a, advanced tactical weapon or something like that. It's just a chisel with a handle. Let's find the center point of my vise. And then I'll move the camera. It's racking, which is happen. Look at all this new stuff. Yeah, I might not have been streaming, but I've been working on stuff. You have a neat experience here. Can I bring it all the way over? To an A. Oh god, it's wrapped around. Oh, that's not good. Oh, not good at all. But we have the shot. Just don't unplug yourself, please, camera. All right, so we are going to do this in steps. I'm gonna go get the drill. Oh my god, this wireless lab is so good. I'm not sure if it sounds good. Probably doesn't. In which case, I'm sorry. But we can figure out how deep we need that to be, which is the whole thing plus. So we're gonna start here, and the bigger bits will work it down. One thing we gotta do is make sure we're pretty straight over it. Make sure we're going like straight down. And there's some ways you can do this with a hand drill. Like, you have like a machinist square, you can key it to there. You can twist it a little bit, that's fine. Just kind of get that to each side, make sure it's all 90. But it's mostly by eye. I know in general my bench holds things a little cockeyed this way. So, I think I'm on the right path. Take that out, and keep going just because chip evacuation is not its best part. With these small drill bits, they don't evacuate chips super well. Especially for deep boring operations like this. And this is really just a pilot hole. Pilot hole's like a starter hole that you use because it flies the net bigger bits in. It makes them take the right path. As I'm pulling, I'm just turning to keep it from binding. Also, I don't think it's a very good drill bit. I think it's one of my cheaper record drill bits. Who knows? Alright. So, first bit size down. We're going to go pretty big. Ow, that was hot. Who would have guessed? Anybody with a brain. And let's go grab the next size bit. Since it's just a guide hole, basically, we can take some liberties on how big we make the next hole. Also figuring out a new way to hold up the phone. Still figuring all sorts of things out. I don't need any answers today. Or tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day. This is just a hobby and a way to get me down to the basement. Finish any project I start. ADHD brain is rough, man. Especially when you like doing projects. Like that planter. I have it. It's good out there. I bought the stuff to fill it. I'm probably going to stream on Wednesday. You know, do proper stuff for that. Because I have off of work for Juneteenth. But that'll be finishing that garden planter, the stand for it. Alright, so I think I'm trying to go into it, but this drill bit is too big of a step. I'm trying to take a huge chunk. In fact, I don't think, if I want any sort of semblance of a good hole. Back up. Nope. Yeah. Oops. Let me just, get started, but let's start with a smaller one and then we'll switch to the bit brace. Because the bit brace is probably going to give us closer to what we need. Also, things with hex shanks are generally better. A lot of these are round shaft bits. This thing does not really have a way for you to torque down the bit that's in it besides just holding the chuck like this and twisting without getting your hands caught in the gears. Which is like, maybe not a good feature, but, you know, just a little bit of pinch scan. It only hurt people a little bit. It was fine. It was the time before when they didn't have seatbelts in cars. Made them tough. It was definitely stuff like not having basic safety precautions. Definitely was a benefit for those people, I guess. Friction, it does get very hot. Alright, I think I'm at the bottom. And I'm pretty close to center. I'm a little bit off, but I don't think it'll be enough to matter in the day-to-day that I use this. Oh, it's a very hot drill bit. I hate when I get burned by drill bits. I feel so silly. It could have been so easily avoided just by slowing down and waiting ever so slightly. Let me try doing this with this bit. This is a 1/4 inch one. Excuse me. No, the hole's a bit bigger. Oh yeah, no, I definitely want the bit brace. Come on out. I just wanted to avoid the bit brace because I definitely have to readjust the camera. Because it's a ratcheting bit brace, I just don't have that feature set up, I don't think. Alrighty. So, bit brace. Ow. Pitched my hand in it already. This has a 2-jaw check. So, and just friction. So like, it's pretty good about getting it in there, and it has 2 strong jaws. This might have been a hex thing, and it might have been chewed up. Who knows? Now, how do I? Trying to figure out how to turn on that feature. We're learning together. So this. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is actually just like a selector. Oh, but I see why I can't do that. Since there's not a full rotation, it doesn't move chips out of the way. Because it doesn't move chips out of the way, it does go deeper. I see. Alright. Alright. Oh! See, still the chips. Because I'm getting to the top of it, and now there's nowhere. The top of the drill needs to be exposed for your chips to come out. Like the top of the flutes. I'm going way past the flutes. So. That makes sense. Plenty of ways to go. Alright, time to put this bit in that was here before. Next bits are generally pretty good. Oh yeah, I could feel the ratcheting actually in play. I was eventually looking for sort of like auger bits to use with this. Because these twist bits, drill bits, like you can use them. There we go. There. Okay, so the twist lets you do third swings, half swings. It is much slower. But if you have a tight space, you'd be able to use it to demo. Alright, I'm gonna just pull up as I go. Look at all those beautiful chips. Get off the paint. I'm not even really pushing hard. I'm mostly just using the weight of the tool. Mostly the weight of the tool. Do a little bit of pushing at the start. Mostly the tool weight. Alright, getting close. I keep hitting the ratcheting feature. Maybe that's why it wasn't so popular. I feel like I'm just slapping it for no reason. Alright, here. I think there's some other key to set. Either way, they're all drill bits. They don't matter. Well, I mean, they matter, but you're too big, aren't you? Yeah, that hole's too big. Fill up the quarter, so 5/16. All right, 5/16 I think is where we'll end up finishing at. And then usually for stuff like this, you burn it in. I don't know how to do that without. I mean, I guess it's far enough away from the rest of the metal that will actually do stuff that I'm not like want to lose its temper. Not going to be a big issue. Just feels weird. Yeah. Also, every time they update OBS, my Yeti breaks, and I wasn't able to fix it before starting, and I just wanted to get the test on this mic, so we don't have the beautiful ASMR sounds of me sailing through this handle here with this bit brace. Make it a little bit of it. Not sure how good this mic sounds, and I don't know how to clean it up very much. I'll be working on. I'm trying to double down on streaming. I do other streams too. I'm trying to use the production value of those as well. Oh, family stuff. Just had a camping trip. I'm real good. Knocking out the extra chips there, trying not to burn this off. Alrighty. Starts to get, I won't finish. So it really just needs to be clean. This is just. So. No, actually, I think this is the right size. So I was looking from it like this. I should be looking at it from that, because the quarters are what's going to catch. Probably some instructions that came with that I didn't read, and they're probably in metric because this is a European chisel set. But what is a kilometer? Here we go. Let's go while I mess it up and I have to figure out how to feather it up. Clearing chips. Honestly, I don't think there's a problem with the hole's longer than it needs to be. let's see if this side's an easy blue. No, okay, cool. I have to force it in there. Perfect. Exactly what we want. It starts over. So, I still will probably put the filler in there. Probably a wood glue mix with some sand, shavings or something like that. And then the last thing is just to work out the surface of this. So, barrel's going to come off. Now it's just smoothing out a lot of these curves, like these ones here. Rounding the back of this a little bit. Maybe just angling it just so it doesn't split out. How do I do this? Alright. Change volume, sorry. I had to talk with somebody. Alrighty. And this is just the start. I want to do more. I might actually do more carving and filing. Ow. Got my hand. Sanding, sanding, sanding. Filing, filing, filing. Alright, so that's feeling pretty good. Now the other part is back here. Now it's not a perfect octagon, but it's close enough. Especially for how I use them. Oh wow, very too close to the camera. So next is just to round this over, and I feel like I want to do this with a knife. Or something. Like I want to round this over, like I don't want to, can't be actually round, it still needs to have a dome. Trying to think if I have a carving knife down here. Like something I can whittle with. That'd be easiest. I don't think I do. But whittling is, I think, what the skill I'd want here is. Oh yeah, also. Oh, I think that's what I was supposed to do, dang it. I think I was supposed to leave some of the ferrule there so I could fit this in there. So when this goes on there, do the thing. Okay, well, that was silly. Guess who's going to be cutting off a very small amount to replace what he has done? It's me, your boy. That was silly. Very silly of me. Alright, well. At least I know that. I remembered that now. See, this is the problem with projects that you come and go on, right? Can I get you just right up more? There we go. Well, not really, but alright. So you're pretty alright. What else is this? I really just want to whittle this. I feel like if I cut it, I'm gonna mess it up. Like, I guess I should figure out a layout mark where I want that to start. So, like here, probably want somewhere where to use my hand, so maybe like there. Alright. Just show me perpendicular. Now we're gonna mark and gauge and run that across. Mark and gauge, mark and gauge. There's a lot of sharp things on this bench. Is that bubbles or sawdust? We'll see. Oh, those bubbles, nice. Did just drink a bunch of sawdust. There it is. Everything's just slightly buried. So I'm just gonna go to the bottom of this, find that mark I put. Just make sure that that seats within the mark. Perfect. So now I can just run this across, tighten it up, and then just run this across. Nope, not frame. Like the disc here is not super sharp, but with the force that I'm using it, if I jam it into my finger, it will go into my finger. I won't deal with that today. Alright. You can try to get it if it's noticeable. That is all. Something, because it's going to be on an even dome. I don't want to just start cutting, like, or like sawing, because I don't know my endpoint. It's really just going to be going like this across the entire thing. Alright, well I have that there. Go back to that. Is there anything else I was going to do down here? I feel like there was something. Something I'm looking to do off camera. Gotta fix a 3D printer. Maybe I will. I might sharpen one of my kitchen knives are getting pretty dull, and this will give me a chance to test out the. think if it was communication. So, set this up for sharpening. Alrighty, so I got 2 knots here. I don't know when I talk in a lower voice, I go southern. I don't know why. It just happens. Siphon off the old grut. No side of this, I think it's just kerosene. Like I bought this years ago. Didn't realize it was just kerosene. It smells like kerosene. This isn't too bad off. So like I'm not gonna start lower than 1200. That was the hard part about a knife, just around the curve, just maintaining the angle. Just like the blade itself wants to flex. Alright, I think I got, yep, bird going all around, so now the other side. It's a glory freehand sharpening. I know they sell a lot of jigs. Stuff to help with it. But glory freehand sharpening is not being limited by your tools, right? Like it's just whatever you can, right? Like when I went camping, sharpening my axe on a rock that I found. There was a rock, it was like sandstone, had the right consistency, and the edge was all busted up. A little bit of spit, a little bit of time. Alright. Just clean this up a little bit. And we're gonna strop it. blade up and down. Sometimes you think you do real good, and then you don't. So, let me find something to test on. I just got through foam really well. I don't think I have any like paper down here. No, just because I don't really write a lot down here. Most of it's manuals, and I don't want to cut those. Here, how about a stencil? How about a little bit of a stencil? It's cardboard, but it's a paper product, right? This is like cardstock. This isn't like a thin paper. No, it's not. It's much better. Much better. I'm gonna put you over here. The next Santuco. And then gotta give family the warning. These knives are sharp. Just going and feeling for the burr. Not perfect. Yeah, that one's rough. The bottom of this blade is really out of shape. This should be fine. Now we strut. Alright, let's see if I embarrass myself by doing all that on camera. Oh. Nice, okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So, I think that does it for this stream today. Got some sharpening in, got some working on the chisel. I will fix it so the ferrule works correctly. And the leather ring is a place to sit down. That's just there so that leather ring. Let me just clean this up and I'll illustrate it one more time before we go. Put this back. The leather ring here At the top, where did I put you? Are you right here? No. No, you're not the damaged feral. Where'd you go? Or else I have an example one here. The leather ring. Oh, I see it's under it. Goes here. So when the chisel is hit down, it hits into the leather so that it's also going to split out the chisel. Or the handle inside, even with the ferrule. So, just like a quality of life thing. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. And hopefully the audio quality wasn't bad. Like I said, I'll probably be around Wednesday and I'll make a post about that one. And have a good day and go to your shop and make something.